see. Yo, what's going on, y'all? Y'all send this to at least one person. Hopefully the audio and stuff is good. Let me know if the stream start messing up, man. We'll do something to it if it start messing up. I'm gonna try to be watching it too on my own here. Let me see if I get pulled up. I'll give everybody a second to hop on. Alright, I'm also finna be eating, man. I'm finna be eating too while I was here looking at charts with y'all. I gotta work at 11 o'clock, so don't mind me. Alright, but I'll go ahead and get started here. Appreciate y'all tapping in. I see it's lagging a little bit, man. I may have to reset the router, but we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna try. If it gets unbearable, just let me know and we'll reset it. Alright, first of all, FI. It's one that I gave out on Instagram. I don't think did I talk about it Sunday? I probably did talk about it Sunday. FI, so that's when it win right now. I love this play actually, man. It's been okay. You know, kind of been up and down with the market, but it's looking good. So we in some 140 calls at the moment. You can see here that it had came down. I wanted it to come a little bit lower, but it did not. So right now I'm in a contract for FI. If it comes down and retests again, or even closes below a little bit, as long as it doesn't, get below 135, I'll look to add to try to take it up, see if we can get into this gap, or bare minimum. I'm not looking to sell at all until we get to like 143, 145. I may consider selling, but even then, it has so much room, has so much potential. So we're gonna see, man. You see, you got this resistance right here, but this is a gap, so it'll be tricky. But FI looks really good. All right. What's another one that we watching? CCL is another one that I've been looking at here. CCL is one that I've been watching crazy heavy because it's been very stagnant, and this is not a bad thing. Like, a lot of you would see this and you'd be like, man, it ain't doing nothing. You're right, but then again, you're wrong. Okay? You're right because it's not moving a whole lot, but you're wrong because this is a resistance area from 2021. So basically, it's just been holding this resistance spot at from 2021 for a minute now. So since June, it's been holding this resistance spot. Okay? So as long as this holds up here, you can see here every time we tried to go below 29, it just got bought right back up. Even did it earlier today. Right, so today and yesterday tried to get below 29 and got bought right back up. So CCL looks really good. Now I really do love this play. Now this won't be anything short term, but like, look at this right here. If you get past this resistance from 2021, 31.4, you have nothing but blue skies. Nothing but blue skies all the way up to like 41, 42, okay? So that's the play I want you to keep on your radar. Keep CCL on your radar. I'm probably going to end up entering long here in the next month or so. So I'm gonna see. It's not a bad bet, and it's cheap contracts anyway, so it don't really matter. Okay. Another one that I really like. I really like Palantir. Okay, so Palantir is one that I wanted to trade today, but didn't get the entry that I thought we might get. So I did not enter it. You see, it was very, very choppy, man. I seen all this chopping. I was like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. So I did not end up getting into Palantir, but you know, this is the play. Okay, so this is the play for Palantir. You can see here on a larger time frame what we've done is, you know, we've been ripping, right? So we came up and we've ripped right back down. Okay, put in a crazy bullish hammer from yesterday, and today it held up. Okay, so we got to watch for one thing for upside. Okay, for upside, this is exactly what you want to look for. Okay, make sure you guys leave a like and comment. Make sure you guys subscribe. Okay, this is exactly what you're looking for the upside. If you want to see upside with PLTR, you need it to break and hold 160. All right, 160 is what you need it to break and hold. This 160 right here, if you take a look at this, how many times in the past that this has been a resistance. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times right here in the past that 160 has been a resistance. So what you need is for Palantir to do something like this. All right, so it might look a little something like this right here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so it may break it may come back down to retest. You want to see this thing hold 160. All right, and you want to see this resistance turn into a support. Okay, because this is a setup that I actually coined right here. Okay, I don't know if somebody else made this setup or not, but I was the first one to see it that I know about. Okay, so I don't know, maybe someone already made it. I don't know, it don't matter. But this is called the elevator setup. Okay, the elevator setup is basically when you have a huge move like this. When you get huge moves like this, especially at all-time highs, expect the same type of move back to the downside. Okay, so you see how Palantir had this crazy move up. Now look, when they had this crazy move, look at the move down. Crazy move down. So now you got the same exact thing back possibly towards the upside. So we could possibly see Palantir absolutely rip. All right, so if it holds 160, I'll be in calls. I'll tell you that. All right, I'll be in calls, and it looks like you would be aiming for like 164, 165. Gets past 165, you good up to like 170 plus. Okay, so that's gonna be a yeah, it's gonna be a crazy play. That's gonna be a crazy play. Palantir above 160. That was gonna go. All right, let's talk about SPY, man. Cause I know y'all love SPY. I do too. We're gonna take off everything, and we're gonna see what we got. SPY right now can really go either way. You guys know that we got data and Fed minutes, and I think Powell speaking tomorrow. So you got a lot of things going on. But it looks like right now it's kind of triangling up, which triangles are kind of made when things consolidate. So it's no surprise that we got a triangle on that. So if SPY breaks down tomorrow, let's say Powell says something the market doesn't like, we're just gonna find our supports on the way down. So it looks like you have support around this area, 630, 631, right? And why do I say that? Take a look right here. So you got boom, resistance, resistance, support, resistance, and almost the support right here came down a little bit lower than that. So you got multiple places where this has touched a lot. So 630, 631, around there is a area that you gotta watch out for. All right, so if SPY breaks down, especially if it starts getting below 633, will we break below 630? I don't know if we'll break below 630, but if we do, That's gonna open the door for quite a bit more downside, possibly quite a bit more downside. I know we got this old 626 level, this old area right here that we kind of bounced off of, and we still have yet to come back down and retest around 613 to 610, all up in here. So we still have yet to come back and retest this 610, 613 area, which we're far away from that. So we're not even gonna worry about that right now. But yeah, SPY, we'll see. We'll see on SPY. BMNR, this is another one that I was watching that I had on the watch list. Still keep an eye out on it, man, because crypto has fallen this week. So this one, of course, has fallen a little bit as well. But you don't want to take your eye off of this, right? Because a couple good days and this thing is going to be, it'll be gone. It's a perfect bull flag setup. Still right here is retesting these levels up here that it just blew through. So yeah, keep your eye on this one still, man. Watch out for this, because if you take a look at some crypto, if you take a look at Ethereum right here is actually in a great spot. So people say, oh, Ethereum's coming down, but you don't realize it's retesting this area right here. So it came up to these highs around this area and rejected, right? So now it's coming back to this resistance and it's retesting here. So it's trying to see if it's going to turn the previous resistance into a support. All right, it's looking to turn a previous resistance into a support. Okay, so notice that this is pulling back the same time the BMNR is pulling back. So you just want to keep an eye on that one. All right, Tesla is another one that you got to keep your eye on as well. It's really a lot of plays that's setting up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. There's a lot of plays that are setting up right now. Tesla that had this triangle pattern. I told people in my group, I said, hey, watch out for Tesla, because it could come back and retest 315, which that probably would be perfect. It has already retested once, which 315 was this key level right here. And notice that it's also this trend line, right? It was also the break of this trend line. So now, not only is 315, 314 area a breakout point, is also a retest point to possibly take it higher. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla has some fireworks at the end of the year, man. Don't be surprised. We already talked about CCL, Rocket Lab, not much. Nvidia has earnings coming up, so I wouldn't mess with them too much right now. I wouldn't mess with them. Only way I would touch Nvidia if they break 184. You got AMD. I really wanted AMD to hold this breakout and retest, man, but it didn't. Market was super weak. Market got killed on this day, so that killed all of the semis. So no play on AMD. Looks like it might be in a period of consolidation for a minute now, just from the looks of it. You might get some consolidation for a minute on AMD. No play on that one. Shopify. This is another one. What do you see here? You see this 129 level right here? This was the breakout point. You see we broke it. And looks like it might come back down and retest. So that could be the retest spot. So looks like a lot of things are pointing to things possibly coming back to retest. So that means the market would have to go a little lower. Now, what I will tell you is the market is great at making people look stupid. So it's very, just kind of be prepared for it. Be prepared for either way. Day trading has been pretty good lately. On swinging, the market overall has been pretty good lately. Today was kind of trash, but the market overall lately has been pretty decent. CMG, I'm still not in CMG yet. Still not in CMG yet. I'm still waiting on this thing to possibly get down to this 39.5-ish area. This kind of where I want to start getting in. And if it gets down here to 34, 35, that's where I want to be in with a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, watching CMG heavy. Still watching CMG heavy. Actually kind of forming like a bear flag. So this thing may bear flag down into that 35 to 39 range. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like a crazy little bear flag. So we'll see for CMG. I'm still not in that one yet. CNC, Hood. Not much to say on Hood. Hood has just been balling. Apple, not a whole lot going on. Apple still has a ways to go before you get a retest on that one. So you got a minute on Apple. SMCI is one that I got my eye on heavily. SMCI, if you look right here, since November 2024, this trend line has held strong for SMCI. So you got to touch here, right here, right here, and we're at it again. So what are we going to do this time? Who knows, right? Who knows? It is under the 200, the 200 daily moving average, so that is something to take note of as well. 40, if it doesn't hold 40, the area, I wouldn't like it anymore, but I still like it here. So that's something that I'm looking at. I think a bounce could be coming on SMCI, a strong one too. So SMCI is one that I'm watching heavy. All right. If y'all want to see some tickers, let me know. Y'all see anything, drop it in the chat. We'll look at it, man. We'll take a look at it. Shout out to everybody that played J&J. I can't believe I sold so early, man. I sold on this the crazy pump day right there. But man, you can see this thing just end up running. It has ran $10 straight. Literally one red day. You got MU. MU has been all over the place. Lulu. I know a lot of people are getting into Lulu right now, but I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not convinced on Lulu yet. I'm still leaving it alone for right now. I'm still waiting on Lulu. I would love to catch it down here at 162. If you look at 162 right here, this is a really good support. Really good support spot right here at 162. So still $30 away from that. So I don't know if it'll get there, but if it does, that's where you want it at. Tesla, yeah, that's one we just talked about. Tesla, AMD, Amazon. Okay. So Tesla right here, you pretty much are just looking for this to hold this 314, 315. Because what this was a breakout, and now you're looking for the retest. So you're looking for the retest on Tesla of this top trend line right here. It broke this trend line finally, and now it has slowly came back down to it. So you're looking for it to hold it and go back up, right? So if it starts getting below 310 ish, you know, start getting below 310 ish area, is not good anymore. The 200 is down here at 304, 305 too, but I wouldn't like it down there. Yeah, CCL, we just talked about that one. CCL is consolidating, right? It's consolidating. So it's gonna take, it might take a minute for it to get going again, consolidating at this 2021 resistance space right here. So whenever it breaks out again, it's gonna be gone. So I'm looking at possibly re-entering this thing soon. So I'm looking at re-entering CCL. Let's see what else. Amazon. See what Amazon doing. Amazon might be onto something. Could this possibly? This could possibly be a inverse head and shoulders for Amazon. Now that would be crazy. If it breaks this, it's gonna be gone. Yeah, this is like an inverse head and shoulders. And y'all want to see the last two things that I've seen with the inverse head and shoulders on a daily chart? Let me show you. Oh, wow. Yep, that was perfect. The last two things with the inverse head and shoulders, IWM, which is now at 225. And y'all's favorite. Y'all love y'all some Bitcoin. Oh, wrong one. All right, these are the last two things with inverse head and shoulders on the daily chart. So you see what these two did. They popped like crazy. So yeah, compare that to Amazon. Amazon is probably a few news breaks away from doing that. I mean, it's not even that far, honestly. Amazon can move $5-10 off some really good news. Yeah, that looks good. PANW, same type of setup, man. I'm kind of sick because I did not enter it, even though I charted this out. PANW has the same type of setup, but it's quite a bit away from the breakout, so you know it ain't all that. And if you guys trade QQQ, let's see what you guys need to hold here tomorrow. This one might be pretty simple. Well, first of all, you got to hold yesterday's low. If you break yesterday's low, you'll be going back to retest 557 again. If you don't hold 557, that's kind of where things will get a little iffy if you don't hold 557. If you get there, I don't know. I don't feel like the market's gonna fall. Me personally, I could be wrong. But I don't feel like the market's gonna fall. Walmart fell today. I don't know if they had earnings or something, but Not really a whole lot to it. They failed. Yeah, I ain't seeing a whole lot, honestly. I ain't seeing a whole lot. I don't see a whole lot with it. Now, one thing I was charting though, that I was kind of looking for the downside in, is JPM. So JPM, this is a regular head and shoulders pattern. So you got an inverse head and shoulders and a regular head and shoulders. A regular head and shoulders pattern is a bearish pattern. So that tells you that the stock is probably going to go down. Now, when you're dealing with a inverse head and shoulders, that tells you the stock is probably going to go up. Notice how it's just the opposite. Literally, this time the head is at the top, shoulders on the side, right? So if it breaks this could be breaking, for a downside. But, I typically don't like to trade the banks. They trade pretty weird. I typically don't trade them. But the setup is there, so we'll see. You got GS, which is pretty far away from a place that it's going to fall, so. Oh, you say WNT earnings was today. What they did? Let me see. Oh, did they not do much? Oh, were they today as in this morning? One more thing I do want to show you guys before I eat my food here, and I'll post these charts on Instagram, man, in case anybody missed it. But one thing I do see here on Bitcoin is we got a support right here. I mean, it's not really anything to worry about in my opinion yet, but Bitcoin needs to hold 12K, right? So 112K, sorry, 112K is a support right here. If you don't, you'll be coming back down another $2,000, $3,000 to around 110, 109. And you got to see what you do there. You really need to defend that. You start breaking below that 107 area. That's when you open the door for 105 and then back down to 100 and below. So yeah, and then if Bitcoin breaks down, of course, Ethereum is 9 times out of 10 not gonna hold this spot either. So just be on the lookout for that, man. Just be on the lookout for that, okay? Not a whole lot. Kind of got to see. We're doing all this analysis right now, but honestly, Jerome Powell can come out and say something tomorrow, and everything is gonna be messed up. So I'm not going super in depth with the analysis today. Just a lot of stuff to kind of watch out for on a bigger scale. If you notice, everything that I show you guys is from 4-hour daily chart. Sometimes a 1-hour chart, but mainly the 4-hour and the daily, right? Because everything that I trade can be a day trade or a swing. That's the way my system is, right? When I first learned to trade, I learned how to swing trade. So I understand how to use larger time frames. That's why it's easy for me to spot a really good day trade. You guys might notice a lot of times when I give a play, it hits, kind of quick, because I can notice where big moves will come, right? So I'll leave you guys with this. When you guys want to find big moves, you have to go to the big time frames, because think about this. If you know that a stock can move a lot on a daily chart, don't you think it has to be going up on a 5 minute, 1 minute, 15, whatever you use, and able to make that daily candle? Unless it gaps up, it has to be going up on a 5 minute, 15 minute, whatever you use to make that daily chart candle. Okay, so an example of a trade that I'm going to tell you guys now that's going to be absolutely amazing, and most of you are probably going to miss it because you ain't going to be paying attention, is CCL. So when is this going to happen? I don't know, but whenever it does, it is going to go absolutely crazy. All right, whenever CCL breaks this, it's going to go insane. Okay, it's going to go insane for day trades, swing trades, everything. It's going to go stupid. All right, for the simple fact that this is a key area right here that we have not been able to break in 4 years. It's been 4 years since we've been able to break this right here. So we haven't been above it in 5 years. That's crazy. So we're talking about a 5-year level right here that we haven't been able to break. So whenever this breaks out, it's going to be a great day trade. It's going to be a great swing trade. Might even be a great leap. I don't know. Right? I've been looking at the numbers and the balance sheet for the cruise lines and stuff, and they're trying to make a comeback. Right? The numbers, of course, are doing a lot better than they were doing 2020, 2021, and 2022. But I think Carnival is going to come up to at least 41. At least 41 is what I got for it. All right. So yeah, it's going to at least 41. Is it going to do it this year? I don't know. Maybe not. But next year, I think that'll be my target for it. UNH. Last one that we got here. You guys, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe for me, please. That's all I ask for you guys to do. UNH. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram or anything, if you're not already, link is in the description. UNH is actually forming a bull flag, what it looks like. This might be kind of good too. Because take a look at this. You really could even move this up a little bit. That's really a better level. Take a look at this. I'm gonna label it for you. I'm finna spoon feed y'all real quick. Here's a great play. Look at what you got right here. You got UNH. It had a crazy move. It's consolidating. That's normal. That's good. You want it to really kind of hold this consolidation. If it can hold this 300, that would be absolutely perfect. It definitely needs to hold 290. Right? You see this previous support down here around 290. It definitely needs to hold that. I would say this play will be invalidated under 290. But if this holds, what you got here is a crazy bull flag. It's already forming it now. This is a crazy bull flag. Okay? Now, if this breaks out, how long would it take? I don't know. What's going to happen? I don't know. This could not play out. This is all about probability and things that I've seen over and over and over and over again. Okay? If this breaks out, you know that your next crazy key level is 326. But what is after that? This is the part that makes my trading strategy. This is what I love about my strategy. It's all about what's the next level. Where is the next level? That's the key. Where is the next level? When you're looking right here, look at the 4 hour. You see this right here? That's a lot of room. Let's see what it looks like on a daily. This is a lot of room. So above 326, you got room to let's even point this out. 341, and then the gap closes at 377. So if this thing consolidates more, or if it breaks out again and it gets above 326, you might be looking at a crazy move on UNH. You're talking about a move up to 375 plus. And if you take the breakout here, take the length of the pole and you measure it at the breakout point, Isn't that crazy? This almost puts you up here at the 200 MA. That's some game y'all ain't ready for though, man. Y'all see people don't tell y'all about that. That's some game y'all not ready for. All right, so these are a couple of plays that I am watching, man. We talked about, and this is recorded, just in case you joined a little late. We talked about CCL. I love that play. That's long term though. We talked about UNH, which shout out to Dennis for putting that in there late, man. I didn't even see you at UNH. We talked about Bitcoin. We talked about SPY. FI, I'm in that one right now, so kind of just seeing how that does. What else we talked about, man? Those are like the main ones that I really, really liked. I might be missing one or two, but those are the main ones, man. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for hopping on. I kind of just did this out of the blue, kind of, right? So I'll post, there's charts and things that I like on Instagram as well. I hope you guys have a great night. You guys be safe. I hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know, man. Drop a testimonial in the Discord chat if this was helpful to you, okay?